Take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay. Blue skies, feel the wind beneath you as you fly.
Hey y'all, I wanted to hop on here and give you a quick 2-month update. I'm sorry I've been a little bit MIA on the channel lately, but I'm hoping to record a little bit more about being a new mom and some of the things that have been going on in our world. Our little guy turned 2 months old yesterday. So we are growing and developing and doing so many fun things now. We have pretty good head control, and we're rolling over and pushing up on our forearms and doing all kinds of fun things. We're finding our voice. We definitely don't say any words yet, but we are making lots of sounds and protests, right? When we're not happy. Yeah. And let me grab him a blanket really quickly. He's starting to get like acrocyanosis on his hands real quick. Motherhood has definitely been a challenge, especially during this time. If you're watching this later, we are kind of in the reopening period of COVID-19, and we're just starting to reopen things in this area, but we've been really limited on who has met the baby, who has visited our home. We've been super careful because he was a C-section preemie. We're just really cautious about immunity, and because so many things have been changing, we just don't really trust that everyone knows everything about this virus yet, and all the new developments with Kawasaki and COVID-19 with infants. So we're just being extra careful. Some of the things that have been going on, I've definitely, my swelling has gone down a bunch, which I'm sure you may see through the videos. I was so swollen when I came home from the hospital, and I didn't think I was that bad. I was that bad, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, looking at pictures of my face and my body, like, not only did I still look pregnant, I looked like a chipmunk. Like, it was scary. And right now I look awful because I just always have dark circles and mommy's always tired. But being a mother has been the most incredible thing. I definitely felt great, like right off the bat, felt really strong, felt super joyful and happy and blessed. And it started transitioning into a little bit more difficult period, I would say. We're just starting to, the sleeplessness is catching up with us, right? But we are sleep training him. I've chosen to sleep train because I need to get work done. I am in grad school. I'm starting my clinical rotations in August, and I just can't have feeding on demand. I obviously feed on demand when he's going through his growth spurts. We do cluster feeding then, but other than that, we are on a schedule pretty well, and that's just something he naturally gravitated to. We had to be very scheduled initially because of his growth, and so we were feeding every 2 hours start to start, and then we got transitioned, didn't we? We got transitioned to every 3 hours start to start, and now we're at the point where we are working on sleeping through the night, and that is definitely something that has been a win-win, lose-lose, because I probably went, last week, I went 8 days in a row with him sleeping from 9:30, 10-ish to 5:45, 6-ish in the morning. That was fantastic for mommy, wasn't it? It was great. But then we came home and we went back to waking up in the middle of the night, but we only wake up once, and it's usually around like 4-ish, I would say. And so we are working on that, and that's okay. If we don't get it right away, it's no pressure. We are, what are we doing? We are lifting our head up a ton when we want to look around at things, and I think we are really starting to see colors more and more and more because he loves all the bright colored toys I have for him. We love music, so he loves music and totally responds when there's music on, and I started playing the harp for him. For those of you that don't know, I used to be a professional harpist, and so I've been playing the harp for the little guy. He loves the harp. I think part of it is the vibroacoustic nature of it. He also loves show tunes. So we love The Sound of Music. We love The Greatest Showman, don't we? And we dance and sing to those. Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, some really great ones. Daisy has been great with him. She's a little standoffish, which I'm fine with. She's scared because she's gotten in trouble for getting too close, but she shares her balls with him. So one thing Daisy learned this month was give it to Drew, where she'll take a ball and she'll drop it off for you and wait for you to throw it, which he doesn't throw it on his own, but we're working on it, aren't we? At least she thinks you do. So that's been fun. You love your doggy. Drew loves Days, even when she licks him all over his feet and his tongue. He doesn't complain. I'm trying to think of what else. What else are you doing? Yeah, you love Mama. When Mama picks you up, you just love Mama. But what are you gonna say as your first word? You gonna say Dada? You think Dada would love that, right? I'm gonna say Daddy. I'm afraid it's gonna be Doggy, but let's try for Daddy. Yeah. I think you'll be sad if it's Mama, but I wouldn't mind. What else? Our baby acne has gone away a bunch. Your cheeks are looking great, bub. They're looking great. His eyes are changing to a much lighter blue, like Daddy's. Yes, they are. And we've started smiling, and we even got, I think, 1 or 2 laughs this past week, not related to pooping, which has been Mommy's favorite thing. The smiles that aren't related to the poops. We're reading books. We're reading the Bible. What else are we doing? You love FaceTiming your grandmas. Yep. Hey. As far as feeding and weight, I know I talked to you guys a little bit about this in my 1-month update. My swelling has gone way down. My scar looks great. I actually need to weigh myself. I haven't weighed myself, but I I've lost some weight. I am a little bit bigger than I was pre-pregnancy. I'm a lot of bit bigger before I was pre-pregnancy, but I'm hoping that those pounds will come off. And then Drew has gained a bunch of weight, which is great. We were having some problems with weight gain. Initially, we were exclusively breastfeeding, and when we went in for his 1-month appointment, he had dropped a percentile point. So we were worried about that. And our pediatrician recommended that we supplement with formula once or twice a day. So we started doing formula at night, which was definitely something I think I'm going to talk about in another video, because the breastfeeding journey, things I wish I had known about breastfeeding, especially as a new mom, and formula is a whole nother discussion, because it's something I really struggled with and I wish I had known more about, and also just wish that someone had, like, I had girlfriends and a mom that really told me to get out of my own head, but I think it just helps to hear it from other people as well. There's so much pressure to pump and pump and pump, and how many ounces are you producing a day, and milk production was something we were struggling with, and breastfeeding was going well, but milk production was a struggle, and our weight was a struggle. And when we started doing the formula about once a day, sometimes twice a day, we started sleeping through the night better, our bowels got better, and we started putting on weight. And that was what we needed in this little guy, regardless of, brain development and all of that. Initially, we just needed some weight put on him because he was small. But now we're getting up to normal, which is great. And we're so strong and we're so smart. And we just love interacting with people. And yeah, so that's pretty much our, I would say, 2-month update. I will give you guys an update after we go to the pediatricians. And then I want to talk in another video about my experience with postpartum anxiety. That's something I've been struggling with a lot, because I was fine in the beginning, and then I started really worrying about this guy, and just worrying and making sure he was breathing at night. And I would sleep in his room, try to check his breathing like all night. I'd wake up, freak out, run to his nursery, check his breathing. I could get an outlet, but I've heard some bad things about those, and I realized at the end of the day that really God and praying to God to watch over you is better than anything that I could do, because he's watching over you all the time, and I really can only watch over him when I remember to stay awake. So I'm trying to have faith and trust, and I think with your baby it's the biggest thing, but it also has made Christianity and the sacrifice of Christ so real to me, having a baby boy and a son. It has. And I feel so lucky and so blessed that you have that and that you'll learn about that and appreciate that. And it really kind of hits home for me now as a mom with a son. And I'm trying to think of what else. What else do we have to tell them, bud? Do we know? One of the things that has been really helping me with my postpartum anxiety lately was I finally started getting into essential oils, which is never something that I thought that I would be an essential oils mama, but I really am now. I love them. I love them for myself in my home, and I'm using clean and natural plant-based cleaning products for the little guy, because your household cleaners and things that you use on different surfaces gets absorbed into their skin in 22 seconds, which blew my mind. I've done a lot of research on the biochemistry behind them and the safety, talked to our pediatrician, and they actually were recommended by my OBGYN to help with milk supply, and that's what initially got me looking into them. And now we're using them, and now mommy's even selling them. So if you have questions about them related to pregnancy, postpartum, babies, milk supply, and postpartum anxiety, definitely drop me a message, and I'll share my personal experiences with y'all, as well as what my doctors recommended for me. But definitely consult your doctor as well. So yeah, that's mommy's new endeavor, right? Yeah, we love it. We love you. So I will let you guys go, but this is my little guy, and he is 2 months old, and he is my world. Love you. I love you. I love you. Handsome.